Hey VC, it's me Roger back with another video. Back to show some more records. Some relatively new, some I've had for a little while. All really good stuff. Some of it inspired by the VC, just what happens around here. So without further ado, let's get started. In the background we're listening to this. I'm going to take out of its sleeve. So yeah, this, I got to thank two people. On the Facebook page, Iron Mike Weiss posted this record, and then Tim Guthrie tagged me in a comment, and I'm not sure if Iron Mike makes videos. If you do, let me know. Anyway, Iron Mike posted a link to this record, and Tim was commenting about it, and he, anyway, like I said, tagged me because he thought I'd be interested in it, and so I checked it out and streamed a bit of it, and it's like, okay, cool, put it in my basket, and, you know, it's like, okay, I ordered it. And it's the Unconscious Collective, and the title of the album is Pleistocene Moon, on the Tofu Carnage Records label. So this was kind of a blind buy. Bought it mostly as an object, and you know, Tim, Gozer's Den is the name of his channel. Just check out his channel if you don't already know Tim. Artist, collector of interesting packaging and colored vinyl. Anyway, so the cover, gorgeous, and really, you can't really see how gorgeous it is with all the foil stamping, and it came with these prints of three guys in the band. Now, I've done a little research on these guys, and when I streamed it, I was like, oh, okay, like instrumental, maybe. And they're all involved in this black metal scene in Dallas, Texas, and then this is sort of a side project. Kind of an Art Ensemble of Chicago thing going on here, and that's no accident. As it turns out, bass player and the drummer are brothers, and their dad was a musician and knew like Don Moye and Malachi Favors and Ronald Shannon Jackson. So anyway, let's show you the inside here. Really gorgeous packaging, and one of the most beautiful pieces of wax I've ever, you know, like I've said, I'm agnostic about colored vinyl, but that's gorgeous. You know what? It sounds fantastic. And what this is so these black metal guys pretty much playing jazz. You can hear it. It's in the background, kind of along the lines of like Last Exit, which kind of makes sense with that Ronald Shannon Jackson connection. And they can play. I was really blown away. And apparently I was one of the last people to get a copy. I think there's only 250 copies of this. So I ordered it and I got it, but it's no longer available from the label. They're on tour apparently, playing like metal venues. Really cool. I really like that. I really like jazz that doesn't come out of the jazz world. It comes out of the rock world. Touches of like Mahavishnu sometimes. Anyway, I liked it so much I ordered their first album. This is their self-titled. This video might go a little long. I'm sorry, but I'm really excited to show you this stuff. So again, more artwork by that guy, I can't remember his name. More beautiful foil stamping on the cover and on the spine. Just gorgeous. And it is on really heavy, sort of milky clear vinyl. It's sort of like, looks a little bit like Classic Records' old Clarity formulation. I don't know. Again, sounds fantastic. This spins at 45. So we're on this one, it's the three guys, bass, drums, guitar, with some saxophone sometimes. This one adds vibraphone, which almost gives it a kind of a Zappa feel at times. Great, great, great stuff. This is also now sold out from the label. Again, only like 250 copies or something. I think this came out in 2012 or something. Anyway, killer, killer stuff. If you like what you hear, check them out. All right. Cheers. Here's to the BC and the getting turned on to stuff, and what I really like is when it's not what you thought it was going to be, but it's even better. That's what those two records were like for me, really. Great. This one came out this week, last week. Bob Dylan's new album, Shadows in the Night. You've probably heard about it. It's an album of covers, songs that Frank Sinatra recorded at one time or another. That back cover is really interesting, isn't it? You're checking out this Sun single, some kind. Anyway, so songs like I'm a Fool to Want You and Autumn Leaves and Some Enchanted Evening, That Lucky Old Sun. But you know what? It works. It's great. I think it's great. I love how he's been using his touring band in the studio. Here he goes into Capitol Studios and works with some legendary engineer, Al Schmidt. Sound quality on this is stunning. I mean, just so gorgeous. And Al Schmidt knows how to work old school. And what Dylan wanted to do is everybody in the same room, no headphones, no overdubs, no punch-ins. You know, Capitol has these beautiful reverb chambers, so it's all like natural reverb. And you know, Al Schmidt's one of these guys who, you know, the right microphone, the right place, with the right player. Really great. And this is some of Dylan's best singing in years. And if, like me, you think Dylan has a great voice, you'll be astonished at his singing here. If you don't think he can sing, maybe this will change your mind. Nah, probably not, but I'm pretty excited about it. And you know what's interesting is that, you know, you might have heard about the big interview he gave with AARP, which is a really fascinating read. And then he gave that big speech at the Music Cares Awards, like a 30-minute long speech that he prepared and read. Some of the most like revealing stuff that Bob Dylan's ever, you know, it's like he's dropping the mask and telling the truth about who he is, and it's pretty awesome, you know. All right, Dylan. The new Deerhoof, like Isla Bonita. I guess this has been out a while. I only picked it up recently. Really nice. I love how prolific they are. You know, pretty much once a year they put something out. This is on the mellower side, which I like. They can be a little bombastic sometimes. This is great. They can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. On polyvinyl. It's probably some sort of colored vinyl. I'm trying not to make this too long a video. Here is Ohm Live. Recorded November 30th, 2013 in Belgium on the Outer Battery label, which is, I think, the Ohm guys putting it out themselves. This is limited to 700 copies, and you can see it's packaged like a old school bootleg. I thought it was going to sound like an old school bootleg, like an audience recording. It's not. It's really nice board recording, maybe even a multi-track board recording. Sounds great. I was blown away. Yeah, so playing stuff from their most recent record, plus Meditation is the Practice of Death. It's really cool. Yeah, excellent. The Ohm fans might want to jump on this because 700 copies, it's not very many. Now, this is a record I've had for actually several months. I haven't shown it because I haven't, and I still haven't really figured out what I think of this record, but it's interesting. This is Anatomy of Habit, Ciphers and Axioms is the name of the record on Relapse from last year. Great cover, right? Relapse puts out a lot of stuff. I'm a fan of the label, but so anyway, what we have here, and I guess I got it because not just because of the cover, but because some of the people I knew John McIntyre. Oh, here's some more artwork. John McIntyre from Tortoise and has done other things. So we have Blake Edwards on percussion, John McIntyre on drums, Will Lindsay on guitar, Kenny Rasmussen on bass and piano, and Mark Solotroff on vocals and synthesizer. Yeah, so Chicago area kind of super group, I guess. Really nice packaging. So we have two side-long tracks, and I gotta say, Solotroff's vocals really detract for me. The stentorian declamations, and musically it's really interesting. When he stops declaiming, they go into some really interesting musical places, particularly like the end of side 2 is this wonderful, hazy, I don't know, kind of shoegaze instrumental passage, and as I recall, when he comes back at the end, he sings a little bit more, and it's more to my taste. I don't know, I'm going to hold on to it, because every time I put it on, maybe I'm less annoyed with the vocals and find more things interesting about the music. Post-rock, what's it? I don't know. I think it's an interesting experiment. They've got a bunch of other records. Don't know if I'm going to seek them out necessarily. There's another new record on Relapse, and I got this because I got their debut album. This is Lord Dying, Poisoned Altars. Yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. And you can look at the titles, and yeah, heavy, kind of doomy, sludgy, kind of mastodonish Portland metal. I dig it. Not for everybody, maybe, but it's a step up from their debut, and you know, a band to watch, I think. Let's see. This is the last new record. It's a reissue. That's been shown a lot. I think some folks even have originals. And striking cover. Heldon 2. Elatia. I can't pronounce the French. Yeah. You know, most of you folks, I guess, will know exactly what this is. I wasn't really sure of it. The cover kind of looks like, you know, metal or like dark rock, kind of punk even maybe, but that's not what this is. This is electronic music from the 70s, I guess. Yeah, really cool analog synths and some guitar. Yeah, I can see why this is a DC favorite. This is a reissue on Superior Viaduct, which came out in a while ago, I think. It was sitting in the bins at Grammys, and I was like, oh yeah, I recognize that record. Excellent. Space meditation. Yeah. Analog synths. Beautiful. Well, got a few used things to show. I think you'll like. I don't know. A bunch of prog here. Here's PFM's Chocolate Kings. This is a US pressing on Manticore. It's a white label promo, which is kind of cool. I'm going to show because that's what we do. I'm going to make a long video. Whatever. Love how Zeke the Record Geek's been making these like half-hour, 45-minute videos. Take my inspiration from him. So yeah, here we go. Love me the white label promos. I really do. This is a fantastic record. PFM, Italian prog band. This is from 1976. The UK version has a different cover with like a cartoon of Marilyn Monroe or something. Really jazzy, fusiony, killer, just all around great progressive rock, jazz stuff. Right up my alley. I'm super happy to find that in the bins. Here's another prog band. These are common records. I see these all the time, and found some really nice condition ones. So here we have Nectar's Remember the Future, US pressing on Passport, 1974. Yeah, it looks exactly like that cover. Sounds just like that cover looks. Yeah. Prog Heaven. Here is Recycled. That's a pretty psychedelic cover there. Another gatefold. Yeah, killer. You can find these records for cheap. This is a later one. 74 says it must. I'm confused when these actually came out. Should have done some research. These U.S. pressings. So this is what is it? Down to Earth. A little more straight rocking stuff on here, or maybe it was just a different turn of direction for a second. A little less prog, a little more rock. Didn't enjoy it quite as much as like this or this. These are classic prog platters. All right, a couple more things here. Again, got to shout out Zach, the Zeke Geek, and Ben Costello. I haven't checked it out yet, but I guess you've got a video up that I definitely want to check out, because this is an area of my collection I agree that's really thin to non-existent, and that would be like folk music. And when I saw this, again, great cover. I knew I had to check it out. This is the Pentangle's Sweet Child. US pressing on Reprise from... I'm not sure. Double album. I guess half of it is live, half of it is from the studio. Maybe a repackaging of British pressings. I don't know. So it's these guys, you know. Terry Cox, Burt Jansch, Jackie McShee, John Renbourn, Danny Thompson. I'm kind of familiar with like Richard Thompson, Fairport Convention a little bit, but I was not familiar with these guys at all. Pentangle. Gorgeous record. The live stuff is really compelling, and then the studio stuff is beautiful too. I was really blown away. I don't know what else to say. I was expecting to like it, you know, but I wasn't expecting to sit there, you know, in rapt attention listening to it, which is what I did when I put this on. Really gorgeous. Not sure exactly the details of this record. Zach, Ben, maybe you can tell me where to go from here with these guys and other stuff. I'll be checking out that video, Ben. Really cool stuff. Was psyched to find that and like it so much, because this is a record that is super duper common. I saw like 6 copies when I was out looking for it, because I knew I'd seen it, And I was like, oh, John Renbourn plays in the Pentangle. So here's John Renbourn's The Lady in the Unicorn. Yeah, I saw so many different versions of this. This is, I think, at least an early U.S. pressing on Reprise. It was originally from 1970. And this is Renbourn. It's almost a classical record, almost. He does some early music, like, he talks about like Dowland and stuff like that, or like arrangements of that sort of thing. So it's not authentic by any means, but it's in the spirit, and it's gorgeous. So yeah, this is a U.S. original on Reprise. I also saw a reissue on Windham Hill. I saw a Canadian pressing, all with this sort of tapestry in the center, but different fonts. It was kind of interesting. Gorgeous record. Common as dirt. Well worth having just for the lovely sonics and beautiful music. Really cool. Finally, found this in the New Age bins, and I've got a bunch of New Age things I'm going to show in another video. But this isn't really New Age. This is a guy I'd never heard of, Brian Keane, Snowfalls. This is a solo guitar record on Flying Fish from 1987. Flying Fish is more of a folk label, like a neo-folk label. Beautiful condition, and really killing guitar playing. I mean, maybe a little slick at times, but really impressive and really engaging. I don't know. I was a couple bucks. I was really excited to have it. I love the Flying Fish label. As long as I'm sitting here, I'm going to show it. Cool. So yeah, I guess I understand why it's in the New Age section. I don't know. So yeah, Flying Fish. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So, some cool records. Good mixture of stuff. I'm going to stop there, and I'll be back soon. Take care, everybody.